Well, hey guys, it's Jessica Leichtweisz, and I'm here with another video to help you learn to do ABA at home with your child. So today I'm going to teach you how to teach your child to do matching. And I'm going to show you the 7 steps that ABA therapists use to teach us from the very beginning, assuming your child has none of these skills, all the way up until when your child is an expert matcher. So there's 2 types of matching. The first thing we're going to talk about is matching identical objects. So that's very simple. 2 spoons. Now, if you're using flashcards, now I am assuming with these videos when I make them that you have no materials, no teaching materials at home. You probably have some, but I'm assuming you have nothing, so anybody can do this. I just used pictures. I just drew these pictures. I'm not the best artist, but you could do it the same way I did. And have a dogs. We're going to call them identical. Maybe they're not exactly identical. I did my best. But we're going to call these identical pictures. The second thing we're going to talk about is matching objects that are not identical but related, so similar matching. So 2 spoons. These are different sizes, different shapes, different colors, but they're both spoons. Or pencils that are the different color. Obviously, these are similar, exactly the same matching, or identical matching. Identical matching. Now, the reason I'm showing you like so many examples is chances are you have stuff in your house. You might think, I can't do this. I guarantee you can find lots of things for kids to match. Here's another example of similar matching. I found tons of things. I could probably come up with 200 examples. So you certainly have the stuff in your house to do this. So let's just say your child with autism has an issue with visual scanning. Being able to match is really, really important. This is a skill that will improve their ability to visually focus on information, and they'll be able to then better take in visual input from their environment. So it may seem like you're working just on matching, but in fact, it actually has a lot of other benefits as well. So the first thing you're going to do, and I actually dropped it, so I apologize, I have to pick it up, is you're going to teach something in isolation. Oh, so sorry guys. All right, so you're going to teach a skill in isolation. So I'm going to put, let's just say I'm matching these. They're my little garden cups. I've been doing gardening today. And you're going to put this on the table, and you're going to tell the child, match, and they're going to show them that you match them, or put it next to it. It doesn't matter, right? And you show them how to match it. So you're going to do it all, like just one thing on the table. You're going to literally start off with one object. So the next thing which you're going to do would be to use a neutral distractor. So I was looking just for a white piece of paper, and it fell under the desk, and I can't reach it. So here's a new white piece of paper. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put out the object that you're having the child match and the white piece of paper. This is a neutral distractor. So meaning it should be still similar to having like one thing on the table. It shouldn't be super confusing. And then you're going to have the child, again, with these 2 things present. And I apologize, it's hard to do this without someone helping me video record, but I'm in isolation just like you. So, you're going to have the child match it. So that's going to be step 2. Step 3 is you're going to go back, and I'm using this ribbon. It's pretty. I actually got this for one of my kids. I was going to have a birthday party for him, but that was canceled, so we'll use it for this. And we're going to do a second object with nothing present, and we're going to then match it. So that is step 3. These steps will be in the comments, by the way. So step 4 is going to be bringing back your neutral distractor and having the child match with 2 things. So the next thing, and again, you're going to be doing just the matching of the one object. So maybe do it 4 or 5 times, or until your child's successful a few times. You may be able to do this all in one sitting. Or this may take a few weeks even to get through all these steps. It depends upon the child. If you can get all through this in one sitting, you may not need to go through all these steps. So the 4th thing you're going to do is you're going to put now 2 objects out. And you're going to have just your child match one of them. That would be step 5. And then you're going to have 2 objects out. And you're going to have your child just match the other one. So now we're doing, this procedure is called mass trial for simultaneous discrimination is the technical terms for it. You don't really need to worry about all that. Don't worry about what it's called. Just do it. All right, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to have these 2 objects out, and you're going to rotate them. Okay? So that is how you would introduce matching for the first 2 trials. This is an ABA teaching procedure. Now, obviously, you're going to need to introduce a third trial. So what are you going to do? There's going to be less steps, but there's still a lot of steps. So now let's say we're going to have them introduce the pen into the equation. Again, your mass trial, you're doing just the pen with nothing present. Then you're going to do the pen with the distractor present, the piece of paper, right? Then you're going to teach the child to match with the pen with either one of these present. You should rotate. You're just, again, targeting the pen. And then you're just going to rotate into the equation. And then you're going to use that teaching procedure every time you're introducing a new thing. So it's a little bit confusing, right? We have 7 steps and 5 steps. I will put them in there for you. Maybe your child doesn't need all that. Maybe you can and try it first. Like, technically, you're supposed to start with all these steps, but you don't need them all. Don't do it. Just put out objects and see if your child can match them. Now, start off with 2 objects on the table, and then gradually increase to like 3 objects, 4 objects, 5 objects, 6 objects. Another way that you can modify this, which kids tend to really, really like, if they have the compliance, is you can put the objects on the other side of the room and have them run around and match. That can be a way to kind of generalize it, make it more fun for a more advanced learner. A tip and strategy I can give you, one of the big mistakes that parents make is that they put a stimulus down the child will find interesting. So let's say, like, I have kids that will stim with pens. So if your kid is going to pick this up and start stimming with it and then get upset that you take it away or not want to match it because they're motivated by the object, don't use this. Use things. There's a reason I literally brought out things that most kids are not interested in, right? You don't want to use their toys for this. You want to use things that they probably won't have an interest in, so they're more likely to comply with you. The other thing to know is to use a reinforcer. So every time they match things correctly, you're going to reward them for good behavior. My choice is a glass of wine, a sangria. You can use whatever you want. Probably not sangria with your child, but an M&M, cookie, time with the iPad, access to playing with their favorite toy, to show them, not only reward them for working with you, which is going to be really important as a parent, but to show them what their correct response even is. So I really hope this video helps. Again, all of the teaching procedures are in the notes below. Take a deep breath. We'll make this work. My name is Jessica Leichtweisz. I'm the CEO of Hope Education Services. I'm committed to helping you homeschool your child with autism during this time. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. Head to my website, hopeeducationservices.com. Just send me an email, and I will answer your question.